Hi viewers, welcome once again to your favorite program, discussion on national trending issues on K-Links TV. With me, I'm Abimbola Makinde, like you know. With me on the program once again is Mr. Kayode Olorundare. You're welcome, Mr. Kayode.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Today there are a lot of trending issues every day, every blessed day. Every blessed day we wake up to news that surprise you, that you wonder what's happening in your country. But that's part of life. Things you expect the unexpected, some people say. Well, we'll be talking about that thing that video that started trending all of a sudden, that you now see a 10-year-old girl, a minor, in a video, in a pornography. You wonder what has happened to us. But to some people, I'm talking about, to give you the that which many of us are aware of, because a lot have shared the videos, a lot of news has been there. The school, the Chrisland College, which went on an excursion, like we had an excursion in Dubai, has been in the news, is now in the news. The Lagos State government has shut it down, and a lot has been going around. That was the girl drugged? How did it come about happening? We don't know. But when you watch the video, one get to think about it as if this shouldn't be the first time of this girl. My own opinion is a discussion, because the way she paraded herself, and the way the video was recorded, I think she was aware the video was recorded. We would have loved to show you the video, but that is not what we should do, because it's against the law. So I will have to ask my partner here, how will he react to that kind of a thing? Is it a normal thing? No, it's not normal. But he has his own opinion about it. To some people, that girl has been in that kind of fame, that background, that kind of setting before. It's not her first time. To some, according to the mother, the girl has been expelled from the school, and according to the mother, it's about the school expelled her daughter was drugged or this or that. It's a boarding school. I attended a day and boarding secondary school. I know the atrocity, but it's boys only, and I know the all boys. I know the atrocities that used to happen in such schools. Well, I give it to Mr. Olorundare to share his own view about this issue.
Thank you very much, Bimbo. I've not seen that video, and I don't want to see the video. And I don't want to encourage anybody to see the video, because of all I have heard people talking about the video. It's surely an obscene video.
Highly obscene.
And you wouldn't want that girl to be your child. From the look of things, from what I've been hearing, because there have been an uproar about it, and even the state government had waded into the situation. Now we have to look at the moral aspect of this video. What people asked, what has Nigeria gone to? Well, when you bring in internet, then you must expect anything. It is not a surprise to me that children who are in boarding house, no matter what their age is, they will have boyfriend and girlfriend. And I'm sure they will not stop at that. they are going to go a step further when they claim that they are one another's boyfriend and girlfriend, and then your guess is as good as mine, if you understand what I'm talking about. I think if it has happened when these girls were at home, then the school would never have been liable. I'm not saying that it is the training that the school taught these people that made these students that made them go this far. But surely, since they were with the school at the time this thing happened, you cannot exonerate the school.
Based on the fact that they were boarding school.
It's a boarding school.
Mm-hmm.
And
where the eyes of the parents are in there.
What is the character of the minders of these students? What would you say about their character? What is their background?
Are you laying emphasis on the background of the minders, their house masters, yes, that perhaps they are the one encouraging them?
No, I wouldn't say that. You know, if you are training, if you are a trainer, mm-hmm, you have to be super conscious of everything that is going on around you. The children will have been left to be on their own, alone, if it is taught that they are able to do that. The reason why there are minders is because the children cannot do things reasonable, yes, by themselves.
Normal.
And if you are
stages,
going to, right, yes, if you are going to be a minder, then of course you have to be damn good, because there are about 75 students on that trip, and I'm sure they don't have up to 75 minders. So, which means a minder may be, 10 students may go for just one minder. A minder looking after like 10 students.
Perhaps they will have for boys an house master, they have for girls another house mistress. It doesn't
solve the problem. Mm-hmm. What will solve the problem is that the minders should be alert. They should keep their eyes focused on these students day and night. Mm-hmm. But where you have minders watching movies, themselves, because when somebody is on a trip to Dubai, mm-hmm, you can imagine how the kind of feelings such a person will have. So I'll blame the school. I'm going to go straight to the point. I'll blame the school. You have agreed that these people are under your custody. Then you must be able to take care of them. Let them not do that kind of thing while they are with you.
Okay. So how do you think the school could get to the bottom of it by assuming? How will they know they are liable to do such things?
They should assume that the court says that you are not guilty until you are
found guilty.
So the same thing, you are not exonerated until you are found to be so.
Oh, yeah.
So the minders should keep their eyes focused on the students.
Like another thing, perhaps I come into the issue of the school. Yeah, the school had a very vital role, and I think from I'm talking about the societal institution, like 5 societal institutions we have. One is the major one that is more or less, in this case, from the look of things, is the media, okay, itself, the social media of it. Okay. But the first societal institution, the parents. That's the first societal institution, okay, whereby parents get to monitor their children. Like, from what you said, there are 75 pupils of the school.
Yes.
Where are the others? What were they doing? We could as well say that some of these pupils might not be interested in what their colleagues did.
Okay.
Now, from another point of view, it could come from the home.
Okay.
I can chip in this, though I used to be troublesome when I was in school, actually, as a man, that you have to see things yourself. But I remember several times when, in my secondary school days, in my primary school days, when I was in primary 6, I remember my school bag. When I dropped my school bag, my dad, of blessed memory, would go back to my bag, behind my back, and check what I have in the bag. Sometimes he find toys that I have borrowed from some of my friends, which are not mine. I know the kind of knocks I used to get for that. Now, in some other crimes, some parents do teach their children sex education. Not that they are encouraging them that they should engage in sexual practices, but they are trying to give them the awareness. Some will let them go around and carry condoms. The ladies, that you don't do it, don't ever try doing it. But you might find yourself in a case where you have cause to prevent teenage pregnancy. Nobody is saying that should be encouraged. Okay. But the parents have one major role in doing that. What the mother is now saying, she must have watched the video. She had been embarrassed. Of course, she will be embarrassed. Now, I think it's just trying to damage control, trying to save her face,
right,
of negligence of her duty.
Of course.
Now, in our country now, you look at it now, in a short form, the kind of music our children, the young ones listen to, the minors listen to, the kind of music like this kind of music, the one that recently was trending, the zazu of a thing. You see adults dancing to the zazu. When you look at the content does not teach you things that makes you a good citizen. The content is telling you in the Yoruba side, the zazu is daju. Daju, that means be wicked. So you see young ones singing it with joy.
So this might be their own idea.
Yeah,
of being wicked.
Things, yes, I said daju.
Why not?
Shebi Abacha, you know that those kind of music. There was a time when you find little ones dancing this music as you know, all this music we listen to there should be a censor, the kind of censor that this shouldn't, and parents should not allow their children to listen to this kind of music. And when they listen to it, what about films they watch? We don't encourage our children in watching films that, let's say, documentary about animals. I've seen some children, they love watching animals documentaries on Nat Geo, on the cable network. They love that. Their parents had encouraged them to watch films like that, not to watch bad films. Because when you start telling your child what they should do, when they grow up, that's what they will take up to.
They will probably.
So when they see the parents sitting down with home video, watching all this home video, how somebody went to an herbalist or went to somebody doing concussion and everything, and at the end of the day, it seems to be the normal thing in the eyes of the children. So that means the parents, the school, those are the two, another two, society, and the social media itself.
That society. Like
you said, the school could be culpable in the sense of there are sometimes the phones their pupils are using, do they even have access to? There should be a measures where they have access to, especially the boarding school students. My own suggestion, if they have access to this phone, they can go through the phones and see all the things being done by these people.
Now, you cannot totally no. The role of the parents is big issue. It's a big deal in this particular case.
In shaping.
There is no way the parent will be able to exonerate themselves from what this lady had done. Not the lady alone, even the boys that were involved. None of them, not the parents cannot exonerate themselves. Today's parents, are far different from the parents that we had in the yesteryears. And the reason why parents dump their children in boarding schools is because the children have become suddenly burdensome to them. They have become burdensome. I wouldn't put my child in a boarding house for anything. I went to a boarding house, and I know the kind of thing
you went to.
that happened there. That happened there.
Can you give us an example of some of those things?
This video that is trending may not be too far different from what happened.
Used to happen before.
Even before.
And perhaps it's the
Even
introduction of the internet that made it
that
blew everything out.
Blowing everything out. Yeah, that's it. Because there is no way you have children. Children are highly inquisitive people. Mm-hmm. And when you were talking about sex education, I laughed because I know if a child does not know anything about sex, mm-hmm. and you say you want to give him or her sex education, you are invariably telling him or encouraging him to go and try it out. He will definitely try it out.
I don't think.
More so you give him, more so you are giving him a condom. You are even helping.
No, helping to a state. No, I'm only saying that to a level. And those ones that give condoms to, if I'm right, they would have passed the age of 18.
Parents.
18 is an adult. You know, they are liable to.
This one
is a minor.
We're talking about 10-year-old.
Yeah, it's out of it. Part of it.
You have to lay blame in the doorstep, at the doorsteps of
the school and the parents and even
and the society.
And the society, there should be a way of curbing this. There used to be parental guide on films that you are under 18. Do we take to it? Do parents don't take to it? There was a party then when we were young. I'm not exonerating my own generation. When I was going,
we have to go to other trending ages.
Yeah, I'm only saying that when we have parties. You might remember, you are older, but you will still remember the kind of music being played at birthday parties and all these parties we go to. They are Bonnie M, Brown Girl, and but now, you now see Motimukini, I've drank something. Use this girl, this music that makes you look at this is the normal thing. About life.
The issue is that even then, Bonnie M was white.
It was the songs.
It was not the kind of music that our parents would recommend.
But the song,
and you don't expect it to get better.
No, I'm only saying those songs with the lyrics and the content of those music we listen to, the Bonnie and Brown Girl in the Rain, those were not obscene. Like you have these little guys. No, there were some when I was young, they were not obscene. Some of them were not. Most of them were not obscene.
The music they listen to today is not all of them that are obscene.
But most of the music, when you go to parties, this music, when you call a DJ, we have DJs now. When they start bringing with their laptop, they just play. There always been DJs. But what they play now, I'm only referring to what I know what I experienced. No, we have this. Is it Nico Baga? This is. I know. Look up in the sky. Those are the things we listen to at birthday parties. I've not even seen. Though they have those music then. We have the whispers. We have all these shalama, which our big brothers used to listen to. But they won't play it at children party. Even when you see TV stations, some TV stations during their end of year party, they play that kind of music.
Are you trying to say that in your age, the people who lived at that time were saints?
That's not what I'm saying.
So let's leave this.
I'm only saying.
And go to another.
Yeah, let's leave it.
Let's just leave it.
So we've arrived to the fact that parents had a big role to play in this.
Yes.
The school itself did that because I have some friends that talk about Mayflower. When you see some people that the tie shoulder are in school,
good students come out of this school,
and they tell you
the kind of school, this Christian school,
they would. And
good students will come out of it.
Some tyrants and some troublesome students must have come out of
Mayflower too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's it.
So now we go to another issue now. The issue we are going about now is going to politics. We are going to politics now because it's changing. Everybody's going for a second term. Most of the former governors, sitting governors, former senators, current senators, politicians generally. They want to tell us, they are telling us, we want something to pick 2023. In Oyo State, that's our state. That's where we transmit from. We recently had the news, the governor, the sitting governor of the state, Engineer Abimbola Makinde. We share the same surname. We are both from Ibadan, but we are not families. Kudos to you, Governor Abimbola Makinde. On some of your good programs, I've seen that. Maybe the parks, the constructions of parks and so on. Now, he has announced he will be going for a second term. But he has also recently talked about it against people, the looted funds. The looted funds, alleged looted funds by the past administration, the past Governor Abiola Jimobi administration, that his administration will ensure that all the looted funds are returned as by the anti-graft agency. So there is a lot of controversy about that. A lot of it has generated controversy. Some are saying that, why are you saying that now? You were sworn in May 29, 2019. 3 years have passed. Are you using that again as an election? As a propaganda, like they said, like it's a propaganda towards fanning the embers and sympathy of the electorate. That's I part. But would we now throw the bathwater away with the baby? We are talking about, are funds truly looted during Governor Ajimobi, the APC, the past APC administration, like he had alleged? Since 2003 years, over 3 years now, we've not heard anything. We've not seen people being prosecuted. So, it seems we fold our arms and wait for that. Then you have something to say about that.
Of course, I have.
You should.
Governor Makinde can prosecute at any time.
But that would be EFCC.
It doesn't have to be whether it is early in his government
or late.
He has a right to do it. I mean, these days we should have zero tolerance to corruption. If my brother is corrupt, let him be prosecuted. Secondly, I don't think the governor needs to announce it. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why people believe, some people are casting aspersion that it's a political gimmick. Mm-hmm. If you want to prosecute people, go ahead.
Let us just hear that
this person is in court.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will fault a decision like that, particularly if a no case submission by the plaintiff is struck out, and the court says that yes, you have a case to answer. Mm-hmm. So if court is saying anybody has a case to answer, let the person answer it. It doesn't matter who that person is.
Who the person is.
Nigeria, that's what we're talking about. Another trending issue. Nigerians are people who want to live above the law, and I say categorically that it is wrong. We are not going to take Nigeria to anywhere. If anybody finds me to be corrupt, I will be ready to answer it for that.
That is, if you are found guilty.
Yeah. No, I will first of all answer.
Yeah. And
that depends on. I defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm found guilty, I'll pay.
For it.
I'll pay, yes. So I believe that Nigerians should be made to pay for whatever evil that they do. Mm-hmm. That's what will make Nigeria better. However, I don't expect somebody to be in an exalted position like the governor, and he will be witch hunting.
You call it witch hunting?
No, I didn't call it.
Okay, you felt.
No, I didn't feel.
So,
I said it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Okay,
be
like
witch,
an advice.
Yeah, advice. That it shouldn't be witch hunting. As long as it is not witch hunting, he should go ahead if he has his facts. That's my position.
Okay. But it's being said, like we all know, that Nigeria, like a lot of people will tell you, all these issues will be swept under the carpet. The issue of corruption, nothing, you won't hear anything about it. Now it will just go like, sorry to use this word, like fella Anikulapo will say, passy, corner. You know that somebody, this thing will just go under the carpet. They just extend money, will extend hands.
Maybe Makinde wants the member of APC
to move
to PDP.
Like the Larry and the, we are still coming to that. I think that's where we go now.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go to that. Yeah, let's go to the recent. This recent that has also generated a lot of controversy. Where people are looking at it. War against indiscipline. We heard about that. Just a quick note down. That was in 1983 when
Buhari.
When is it General
Buhari,
now retired, came into power. It was war against indiscipline. Then a lot of politicians were clamped down on that. Don't join. Yeah, that is through decree. Then through decrees. Now, like in Chatham House, towards the 2015 election, I could remember the president called himself a converted Democrat. If I could remember, I used to hear about what he used to say about me when I was in the military. That was the military, but now I'm a converted Democrat. Now he's a converted Democrat, and he has pledged one of the vital programs of his program, the APC, of the president himself, like the previous, that which he carried into the civilian regime, was war against corruption. Now, a lot of people are looking at it, why should this happen? Why should a pardon be given to some ex-governors who had looted the
treasury of
the treasury of the state, convicted
by a
and serving already? Their term has not been, they have not finished their time. Then you now came about giving them a pardon, a state pardon.
And you ask me what is wrong with that? So
some people are saying this is wrong. Some of the admirers of the Buhari-led administration, APC-led administration, are saying that no, age, from what they gave, an excuse they gave, their age is not in favor of those guys, and the ex-governors and the ex-governor Reverend Jolly Iyame of Plateau State, and Joshua Darie of Taraba. So people are looking at it, why would you pardon somebody like that, some people like that? I felt I need to be enlightened. I think I need to be enlightened that what's the cause, what's the reason behind it.
Well, the EU,
don't forget, this is the anti-corruption crusader, #1 anti-corruption crusader, would we believe.
Well, that is #1 anti-corruption crusader. Is your own
that
opinion.
We see
is your own opinion. But the two people involved are actually Joseph Darie of Plateau State and Jolly Iyame of
Taraba. I took it from it.
Yeah. Now, we're not even talking about these people. We're talking about the man who gave them
the
pardon. And we say that, and I would say that this is
unbecoming,
a travesty of good governance, because you are discouraging corruption, You want to discourage corruption. You want to discourage embezzlement of funds. But here you are giving pardon to people whom the court have convicted, and they are gone to the Supreme Court and they are still found guilty. And you are saying they should not serve their term. If somebody should die in prison,
No, they are serving their term. They didn't
that's
finish
what
their term.
that's what they are saying. He said they should not finish their term because they are old.
And they have health
They are old and they can embezzle money. They have health issues and they can embezzle money. Embezzlement of public fund is a great disservice to the society. And this is sending wrong signals all over the world.
The world.
That Nigeria is somebody that protects thieves because we are thieves.
Are we thieves? I'm not a thief.
If your president is a thief, then you may be a thief.
You may. I wonder maybe.
Because if the president is, I don't know how to put this, if he's granting mercy to people who stole and they have been convicted and have been jailed, and you are granting them mercy, you are making the courts to be angry. I mean the judges, because they will say this is a waste of time. You bring this case to them, they say this is a waste of time. We know that even if we punish these people, give them the lowest level of punishment that we can give them, government will still come and grant them pardon. So it's discouraging to the law enforcement officers, because they will say that if we pursue this case now, the people will be granted mercy and they will come and message us and say, "Maybe we said you should take bribe."
So if you say it's a matter
and you are not taking bribe, this is, and between you and I, this is becoming a pattern.
How will you say that?
They are not the
first administration to do that?
No, they are not the first people
Okay.
to be granted this kind of leverage.
Can you enlighten and
Uzo Kalu was sentenced to court. I mean, was jailed.
Perhaps because he's a member of APC, don't you think so? Like people used to say, not me.
All these people were saying were former members of PDP.
Before they now.
And then they moved to APC. And suddenly, they had been culprits, they had been bad people, they have been corrupt people, suddenly became saints.
We attribute, like you said, is like the normal thing. Like
I'm not saying this is the normal thing.
No,
it's
trend within most administration. I'm
talking about Buhari administration,
so
not about any other.
Okay, I only want to find this out. Because perhaps you will enlighten me. Don't we have all these kind of trending things in the past administration, not even the immediate past or any other past administration?
No,
do we have any?
The expectation that we have of this government is that he will be unlike the other administration. There will be no nonsense. All of us see the 16 years of PDP as 16 years of corruption. And we expect that this new government will make a difference. But today,
we are disappointed.
I'm so disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I won't lie.
So, what do you think? Can that be reversed? It can be reversed.
Yes, if it can be reversed, I will certainly approve of it. I mean, I will approve of it. Their names should be removed from those 300.
But these people, we only heard of these two people. They are about 157 that were pardoned. Because these ones are the fame, these ones are, perhaps some of them are also corrupt. We don't know. But we never even go through the profile of the rest.
If anybody should go through to serve out their terms, it is those two.
They should to
serve as death rate.
Yeah, to others.
They should.
I buy that too. I agree with that. So, well, we still have a lot to discuss, but time waits for nobody. So, thank you for viewing, and another thing, encourage us by sharing. Let's see the sharing goes on. And also, soon or later, we want to improve. We really want to improve and move. The sky, we don't want the sky to be our limit. There are some planets above the sky we want to go to. So when I believe by next time or after some time we'll be coming back, that we'll be on this episode again. There will be a way you'll be chipping in your own opinion, your own advice, and how you think we could improve. We don't know anything. Nobody does. We are only trying, and we believe criticism, constructive, or even if it's not constructive, we'll take it.
Yes.
Because we are talking to a lot of people. Yes. We know the kind of publics, different publics that are viewing us right now. So we can, like it says, if you like a philosopher, if I quote very well, says, if you have to own a pigsty, you will surely get dirty. I think it was Abimbola Makinde that made that kind of statement, that it was misinterpreted, that he said he wants to get dirty. I thought he said, if you have a pigsty, of course, if you have a pigsty, you will be dirty. And some people will say it's only the way you handle the pigs. The pigs are not really dirty. But if you would make them clean.
Are you starting that thing?
No. I only want to end the program because we go on and talk. We are talkative. We are talkative, but we only pray. We talk things that make sense. Thank you for viewing. We'll be back. Thank you.
Thank you.